Yo guys, it's Safe Bear. Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to the channel today. Yes, real quick before we get into the video, obviously, happy Christmas to you all. I just couldn't get the words out of my mouth there. Happy Christmas to you all. It's been a very, very long day. I hope you've all had a good Christmas. You all deserve it. It's definitely been a long one for me, but I'm still coming here with the match preview because we have to get into everything. We have to get into everything. I cannot miss a match preview for you guys. I can't. So anyway, we've got the match preview today for Chelsea versus Fulham. The Premier League match day 17, I think it is. I think we're one off now, hitting the halfway point of the Premier League season. So before we do get into the match preview, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know if I ever upload a video. Also, first link in the description is my streaming channel, my second channel. Go and check those out. It'd be very much appreciated. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Because this is a tough game. This is a tough game. Now, it seems like I say this every single time on a match preview. If you're a regular watcher of the channel, I do apologise for saying it's a tough game every single time I'm saying that. Because, like, this run of fixtures that we've had is tough. They're tough. Fulham are a tough side. Fulham have had some good results this season. In fact, actually, they've had not that many losses this season compared to some top teams. And they are playing some good football under... Oh, what's his name? Is it Marco Silva? I think he used to manage Everton, I think it was. The team that we played last. And we struggled against. It's not going to be that exact same game tomorrow. It won't be. But I think the manager that they've got, if it is Marco Silva, if it's not, I've got the picture in my head of what he looks like. He is an experienced Premier League manager. He's been around the game for years. I'm talking dating back to when we won the league last in 16-17. You know what I'm trying to say with Conte? He's been around. He knows the game. And they're playing some good football. Last year, when we played Fulham, we absolutely demolished them. We beat them 2-1 at their ground, and I think we beat them at our ground as well. It was quite easy for us. It was quite easy going in a sense. And I definitely remember Mudryk scoring. If it's easy in that sense with the Pochettino, then it should be easier this year as well. But it's not going to be because I feel like they're playing a better brand of football. They've got more players stepping up. They've got more players in their squad now. They've got they brought that Emile Smith-Rowe from Arsenal, who always turns up against us whenever he plays against us. They obviously have Iwobi, who is now hitting form. They've got a solid team. They've got a solid Premier League team they've created a lot of decent games for themselves this season. They tend to play better against the bigger teams than what they do against the smaller teams. Now, speaking for us, obviously, we struggled in the last game. Against Everton. Everton obviously low blocked and everything like that. We all know how Everton was going to play. I called it from the get-go. I had a feeling it was going to be a draw, and it was a draw. But we didn't really play up to the standard I thought we deserved to be in. And obviously, after the game, I saw a lot of people saying, oh, this is why we're not in the title race. Oh, we're out of the title race. And, you know, Maresca's coming out saying, this is why we're not in the title race. From Maresca's standpoint, completely understandable. I get it. He's been saying we're not in the title race the whole time. I understand. Mathematically, we're still in it, obviously. But some of the fan base from us going, oh, we're out of it now. Oh, we're out of the title race. Oh, it's disgraceful from all the players. It's not. A point at Goodison Park. Look, I get it on paper. Chelsea-Everton should be a must-win. I get it. But that's not an easy ground to go to. It's been a very bogey ground for us over the last couple of years. Many teams have gone there. Arsenal, I think, was only, not last week, the week before, got a draw at Goodison Park as well. Like, it's not an easy ground to go to, but I've seen a lot of fans throwing their toys at the pram and stuff like that. The main one was, I've seen a lot of our fans gunning at Cole Palmer after that game and going, oh, this guy's not good enough. Oh, he needs to do something more on the eye because all he gets is GA. Are you fucking shitting me? Are we really being serious? Like, seriously, are we being that serious? Like, some of our fan base, I've realised the more I've been on Twitter, I know Twitter's a toxic place, but it's not just Twitter, it's just in general. I saw on Instagram and stuff like that, I saw on YouTube comments. Honestly, our fan base don't deserve good things. We don't. Let me point this out. Some of our fan base don't deserve good things in football. We don't deserve the good players at our club because of some of our fans. Cole Palmer has been nothing but exceptional since he's arrived at Chelsea Football Club. And this season, you know what I'll say? He's had about 2 or 3 average games and maybe 2 bad games, I would say. Yeah? And last week was one of the bad games, okay? Last season, he was impeccable for pretty much probably 98% of his season. Yeah? And now, because teams have started to get onto him and, man mark him and have 2 or 3 players around him, and Cole Palmer's got to adapt to that, but he's slowly doing it. All of a sudden, our fan base wants to chuck the toys at the pram and go, oh, no, this is awful. Oh, we need to do something, or we've got to start selling him. I saw some of our fans saying we should sell him. I don't understand. I don't understand. I have to get on here and say, if you're one of those fans, please wake up. Smell the coffee. You deserve coal for Christmas. You know what I'm trying to say? It is absolutely mind-blowing. It's going to take time. He's 21. He's 21. Some of our fan base acts like he's prime Messi after one good season. I said in my my season predictions at the start of the season, I said Cole Palmer will still be unreal for us, but he won't be as unreal as last season. Because last season he was kind of an unknown. Now he's a very, very well-known, connected player. Teams have got their eyes on him. Teams have started to put loads of people on him now. Yeah? Let him take his time. If he was 26, 27 and he's been playing for us for 3 or 4 seasons and he's 26, 27 and he's playing like this, then I could look at it and go, all right, okay, fair enough. You need to improve a little bit here. But he's 21. Oh, flip me. I had to get on here and say it because it's absolutely despicable. Despicable. Yeah, the team's got to play better. It's been good. Obviously, it's Christmas Day, obviously, right now, as I'm getting this video out. It is good, the fact that we are currently lying in second place at Christmas is very, very good. Tomorrow, we must get a win. Because if we don't get a win tomorrow, and like an Arsenal win, or the team below Arsenal as well win, because it's the points are quite tight, then we could be in jeopardy to drop to 3rd or 4th. You know what I'm trying to say? And we want to be stable in the top 4. We want to be stable in the top 4, and these are the games we've got to win. And it's the games against Fulham we've got to win. It's the games, even last week against Everton, we've got to win. Do you know what I mean? Even though it's going to be tough. Like I said, I've got no doubt I think Fulham are going to come at us tomorrow. They're a team that don't low block. I think if they go 1-0 up and it's late on in the game and they're still 1-0 up, I think they will low block then. Again, that's kind of understandable, as annoying as it is. But I think they're going to come at us tomorrow. They're going to try and gun us down. They're going to try and low block. This isn't a team that low blocks. They've got the quality and they've got the players, the experience to, drive forward. They have. And they've had good games this season. They have. And it's going to be tough. Obviously, they're down the road from us. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, these are the games we must win. We've got Ipswich on next week or this weekend, 1 of the 2. Again, another game we must win. We must pick up points in. It is. So, anyway, moving on to team news. Reece James obviously back out on the grass, which is great to hear. Lavia will not be available tomorrow, Maresca has said, which is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Very, very sad in a sense. Badiashile and Wesley Fofana are obviously still out injured as well. Not back on grass either. So, I feel like we've done so well at this point in the season to not really have much injuries. Even right now, we've not got like a vast amount of injuries compared to other teams. You know what I'm trying to say? We've kept the list relatively quite sane this season so far. So I'm not too fussed. It's just a little bit annoying how it's always our better players. Wes, Reece James, Lavia. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a bit of a bummer. Obviously, we've also got Mudryk suspended as well. I forgot to mention that. But, yeah, anyway, let's move on to lineup I'll go with for tomorrow's game. So, the 11 I'm going to go with for tomorrow is going to be right here on the screen. So, Robert Sanchez in goal, Mark Cucurella left back, Levi Colwill, Tosin Adarabioyo as your 2 centre-backs, Malo Gusto as your right back, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo double pivot, Jadon Sancho off the left, Cole Palmer in the 10, Pedro Neto off the right, and then Jackson as the ST. Now, let me tell you the reason why I've chosen this team. So, Robert Sanchez in goal. I thought Robert Sanchez had a good game against Everton. Actually made some big saves, made himself look big. And all round just did quite decent. I'm not mad against that. Again, if he puts in more performances like this, I can't criticise him. I'm hoping he can keep it continuing because, let's be real, we need a top goalkeeper. So, Robert Sanchez in goal, obviously. If you had to give me the option, Jorgensen and Robert Sanchez, I'm still choosing Jorgensen because I think he's better with the ball at his feet. And could do all the saves and stuff more complete, if you know what I'm trying to say. But it's going to be Robert Sanchez. Marco Correa left back. I would have him inverting, obviously, into midfield. It means Malo Gusto inverts as a right centre-back, but I'd have him push up a little bit more than a right centre-back like he does usually under Maresca's system. We missed Marco Correa against Everton. We did more than ever. If we played like an Ipswich or a Southampton or hell, even a... You know what? Even a Brentford, I would go. And we didn't have Marco Correa for those games, I think we could have dealt with it fine with the lineup we put out before. But a teammate like Everton and the way they play, you need that energy in the midfield. And I'm not saying Enzo Fernandez-Castillo doesn't add energy. It's just one of them pushes up. And sometimes, at times, you can be left a little bit vulnerable. And that energy and aggression that Correa adds, perfect. And he can get back just as quick, and he's always there. He's always there defending. He's always in the opposition's faces. We missed that against Everton. We did. And I actually solely think if we had Correa against Everton, I think we would have won that game. He needs to be back in. He's now off his suspension, so he should be back in. Levi Colwill, Tosin Adarabioyo are two centre-backs. This is the best two centre-back partnership we can possibly go with without Fofana there. I think Colwill is obviously getting into the game now. He's becoming way, way, way better. He's looking way better game by game, so let him keep playing. Tosin Adarabioyo is another one that I've always said, in my opinion, in league games, he performs better in than cup competitions from what I've seen so far. And the evidence shows it. That block he put in against Everton when they had that one chance where we did block it, and then it bounced straight out to that Everton player, and then Tosin put his foot right into it. That dare I say, John Terry-esque type defending. He's put his body on the line. I love that type of defending. Brilliant from Tosin Adarabioyo. I think he's been brilliant since he's stepped in instead of Badiashile. I don't understand why he wasn't starting instead of Badiashile in the first place. I don't know. Malo Gusto right back. Malo Gusto is another player who's slowly been getting into the form of things, back into the thick of things. He has a little bit of a decent connection with Pedro Neto off the right, I think. But I've got to see a bit more zapping balls to Pedro Neto. Ones that Pedro Neto can run onto, in my opinion. I've got to see that a bit more tomorrow because I don't see it more than enough that I would want to see. So we've got to see that a bit more. Enzo Fernandez-Castillo, the double pivot, obviously. Obviously, Lavia's unfortunately not going to be available for tomorrow. I don't know if he's on the bench. All I heard is not available, so I'm presuming he's not on the bench. Enzo and Castillo have been brilliant. So has Lavia. It's very hard to pick between the three, but because that Lavia's out injured, Enzo and Castillo is the two for me. Let them keep playing their football. They've both been brilliant. Jadon Sancho off the left. I didn't particularly think he had a great game against Everton. But I've got no doubt, in my opinion, against a team that's a lot more open, I hope Sancho can do a bit more. Because I think Sancho has been brilliant since he's come in. I think he's actually been brilliant. He hasn't really had one bad game apart from the Everton game. So I'm hoping he can make it continue. Same with Cole Palmer. Obviously, like I said, he's had a couple of average games. And yet, not yesterday. The Everton game was probably his second bad game this season. Maybe his third in a Chelsea shirt. You know what I'm trying to say? I just hope he's not looking at some of the comments people turn on him now. Because, look, it's just stupid people, in my opinion, doing that. I don't think they're proper Chelsea fans doing that. I think there's people who want to get validation off rival fans. You know what I'm trying to say? I think they're the type of people. Cole Palmer, you know, you have that type of quality player in your team. You've obviously got to keep playing him and starting him, unless he keeps dropping, you know, absolute poo-stain performances. You know what I'm trying to say? But he ain't going to. In fact, I think he's going to come alive even more tomorrow. I think he will, and I've got no doubt. I think he'll get a GA tomorrow. I will say this, if he doesn't play well, and he's not playing well in like the 60th minute, I hope Maresca starts subbing. I hope Maresca starts bringing on subs a lot more earlier in these games, and maybe plays a Felix or an Nkunku there, maybe. Pedro Neto off the right. I thought had a really, really positive game against Everton. Same with Jackson. Them two were the two I thought that were best. Two of our best players in that game and are definitely best attackers. I don't understand why them two were the ones who came off. Pedro Neto obviously has to start, but I've got a sneaky feeling it's going to be Madueke for some reason. I don't know. But has to start. Same with Jackson, also has to start. He's got to be in. He's one of the only vocal points we really have in this team. But one thing I would like to say is, if we're leading by a decent amount tomorrow, which I don't think we will, but if we're leading by a decent, comfortable amount, or it's late on in the game with like 15, 20 minutes to go, I would like to see a Mark Gu come on. I would like to see a Mark Gu come on and see what maybe he can do against a decent Premier League side. So, in the Premier League. So, anyway, that's the lineup I'll go with for tomorrow. Let me know in the comments down below what you would go with. So, score predictions for tomorrow. Chelsea versus Fulham. Oh my God, I'm telling you, that Christmas dinner is going through me right now. I'm not even going to lie. I feel absolutely full. I feel full. I do gym, so right now, starting from today, I'm about to hit a bulk. Anyway, I'm moving off topic. Score predictions. It's at the bridge, which I think is favourable. I don't think it's going to be an easy game at all. You know, Boxing Day is usually, you know, a big thing. If you check through Boxing Day history in the Premier League, you know, the results-wise, it's always usually massive results, like 5-3s, 6-2s, or whatever. You know what I mean? The crazy results. And I don't think we're going to see that tomorrow, but I think it's going to be Chelsea 3, Fulham 1. I think it's going to be a standard 3-1 win. Gets us back on track. Still makes us undefeated. We were 8 wins out of 8 games in all competitions or just Premier League before we played the Everton. But we're still undefeated. We just got a draw in the middle of that. I mean, let's hope we can keep the form continuing and let's not lose. Please, please, please don't tell me that Everton game was the drop-off. Please. Anyway, let's get the win tomorrow, Chelsea. Please like, subscribe, everybody. Hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I load a video. My match review of the game will be out maybe an hour after the game. It depends. I've got Boxing Day, so it's loads of stuff still going on. But hit the bell notification so you're ready for it. Anyway, take care. Have a good rest of your day and night. Have a good rest of your Christmas that you still have left. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Come on, Chelsea. Peace.